And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live at Poor Travis Deli here in Elizabethton. Just got bad news. The groundhog, he did or didn't see his shadow? How's it work? He didn't see his shadow? All right, so 6 more weeks of bad weather, which we haven't any bad weather, so we're all right. We're good. We're going to get cold tomorrow night, down around 17. It's going to be back up in the 60s for next week, so don't focus on tomorrow night. Focus on next week. So it's all good. Here in February, we'll take it. Anyway, the Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, so 6 more weeks of bad weather. So, but we really haven't had too much bad weather. But we're here at Poor Travis Deli. We thank you for being with us. We are loaded for bear. Lots going on. The National Signing Day yesterday, to nobody's surprise, Alabama racked up, cleaned up, and they did very, very well. Of course, the Tennessee Volunteers under Josh Heupel finished top 10 in the country in recruiting. We'll talk about that. The men's team laid an egg last night down at the O'Connell Center. Here I thought for sure it was going to be a blowout win for Tennessee. No, they got beat. So they lose last night to Florida. So we'll take a look at that. Also, we've got high school basketball coming up tomorrow night, big night. Of course, it's senior night for the Cyclones. We're going to be joined by Cody Cannell, the basketball coach at Crockett. He's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. Jason Blevins, the auctioneer for Saturday's baseball auction, is going to join us. And also, Andrew McKeon, the president of Carter County Banks, will stop by and talk Super Bowl, talk a little sports, whatever's on his mind, as he always does. So all that and a whole lot more. How about Loretta Bowers, front and center for the national anthem? Let's see. Let me do this one. We played her yesterday. Let's go to the Kingdom Mares out of Dollywood. They were gracious enough to record the national anthem for us, so we'll do that right here. And here they be, the Kingdom Mares with the national anthem of the greatest country in the world. And we'll give you the verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. He come by, get him a sandwich. Tell everybody who you are, please.
Randy Stout. I played basketball at Hampton, senior in '83, state runner-up that year with my team. It's been a while. We did have a reunion. They acknowledged us at the high school a while back, and that was really nice.
Yeah. Tell me the starting five when they get. Do you remember who got beat by?
Yeah, East Robertson.
East Robertson beat you. You remember the score? You never forget this stuff, do you?
We got beat by 6 points.
6 points.
That.
See, you never, ever, you can be, Randy can be 95 years old. He'll remember what he did in the game, who got beat by in the game, how many points he got beat by. So you got beat by 6?
Yeah, East Robertson. And if my memory corrects me, they won it this past year.
Yeah, they did. So starting five on that team.
Well, I was the center.
Right.
I shared starting position with Tim Campbell. He's the principal over at Boone.
Daniel Boone, yeah.
Yeah, and Leon Tolley. He teaches. He's a teacher.
He was on your team?
Yeah.
Leon Tolley?
Yeah.
God bless you, my son. God bless you. He is a piece of work. I love Coach Tolley. All right, so
a guy named Frankie Martin.
Frankie
and
Martin.
We played with a two-guard front, Tut Malone and Mike Matheson, who has been an assistant coach with Ned up at Hampton.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Love it. So that was your starting five.
Yes, sir.
Leon Tolley, Tim Campbell, Randy Stout. Who was the other two gentlemen?
Tut Malone, Frankie Martin.
Frank Martin. All right. East Robertson was the team that beat you.
In '83. We played at Vanderbilt back then.
Oh, really? That's when they played it there?
Yes,
where,
sir.
Where the benches are at the end of the court, isn't it? And
Yeah, that behind the goals.
behind the goals, yeah.
Yep.
That's
yep.
big thrill, to say the least.
Well, yeah. I did something. Don't remember what it was. I looked up. My name was in the marquees, and I told my parents after the game. I said that'll be the only time my name will be in the marquees in Nashville,
That's great.
because I cannot sing.
Can't sing.
Can't sing a
No.
bit.
But he said, how long do I have to talk? I said, just sit and talk. A couple of good old boys just talking. That's all you got to do. So it was cool. So now you have a young lady that's playing volleyball now, right?
Yeah, my daughter, Allie Stout. She's number 24 at Elizabethton High School on the volleyball team. I'd like to give the whole team a shout out. And I wish you guys well in preseason camps and practice, and looking forward to this upcoming year.
Yeah. We got a lot back. We should have a pretty good team. Got a lot coming up from T.A. Duggar, too. So the nucleus is there to have us a good run. That's what we want. Volleyball is really catching on around here. I guess you know that because you follow your daughter. But the competition volleyball is really I think it's getting stronger every year.
I tell you what, the thing about her playing volleyball, my wife and I've been to a lot of schools that I have not been to since I played. We go all the way down to Volunteer, we go over to Unicoi, all the way up to Mountain City, and those are pretty good drives. But I've enjoyed going back, probably Mountain City. Hadn't been there in years. And visiting that school and seeing that dome that they've got up there, and Volunteer. We never did play down at Volunteer. Played over at DB. Of course, they're doing some construction over there, and they moved them out to the Old North while they're doing that. But that's been nice for me, going back and revisiting that after 30-some years, 40 years now, I think. Seeing those facilities and. Believe it or not, some of the people are still there.
Still there? Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So, in your career at Hampton High School, we're talking to Randy Stout, who just happened to be coming in here. What did you guys get, by the way? What are your sandwiches? What did you
We
get?
always get ham sandwiches.
Ham and cheese?
Go down to the park and eat, feed the squirrels.
Do you really?
Yeah, oh, no.
That's awesome. That is. You and Mrs. Stout's here, too, so that's good. So, biggest memory of you playing for Hampton Bulldog basketball? A game, I guess playing in the state was a biggie for you, but was there a particular night where you just lit them up?
Yeah, the second game in the tournament, I felt good, played well, scored double figures. I probably had a double-double with some really good assists that night. And we felt really good going into the championship game, but we just didn't gel good that day. We didn't sleep good that night. But, I mean, we were the underdog there anyway. We played the number one team in the state that year. The very first game, of course, they do it by draw, and we beat them, which was we left some people with their jaws dropped after that game, and then we blew out the second team, and I had a really good game, played well, along with the other guys, and Coach was proud of us, and he told us, I remember, like you said, you don't forget things.
No, gosh, no.
And going into the state championship game, the coach told us, Jerry White, he was our coach, he said, I think you guys have already beat the best team down here. He said, and building up our confidence going into the game, and we just come up short.
Wasn't for lack of effort, just didn't come up short. Just came up short.
Yeah. And if my memory serves me correct, Tom, we are the last team that's made it to the state championship game. Ned's had some very good teams that I felt was very worthy, but they just fall short in that second game, don't make it to the big game, and we made it.
Made it.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Yep, it should be. He's got a good team up there this year, though. Bulldogs pretty good this year.
I think Ned does very well with
Yes,
his
he does.
guys. He coaches them up well. They all have good attitudes. I like it.
Yep, he's a regular on my show. In fact, he's supposed to be on the show with me tomorrow, so we'll look forward to talking to Coach Smith. All right, last question before you take off.
Yeah.
You're a big basketball guy. You can sit across the table and have lunch with anybody in basketball, either alive or gone. Anybody, anytime, anywhere, down through the years. Who would you sit across and have lunch with and pick their brain? A player, a coach. They can be alive, they can be gone. Who?
Well, I like the old guy Roy in college.
Roy?
North Carolina, just retired.
Oh, Roy Williams.
Yeah.
Roy Williams, okay.
I would really like to have lunch with he and the old boy from Duke had just left.
Mike Krzyzewski?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, them two guys have two brains that if I knew what they forgot, I'd probably have
Good
top
point.
the chart.
Good point. So there you go. You'd have lunch with Roy Williams or Mike Krzyzewski. Just sit down and
Yeah, probably Roy.
shoot the bull with him.
Yeah,
There you
he's
go.
more. I'm a laid back guy. He seems to be a little bit laid back.
Yeah.
And Krzyzewski, you got to remember, he was with Knight.
Bobby
and
Knight.
Comes from the academy, so
Oh, yeah.
they're a little bit high strung.
Oh, high-strung.
Their disciplinary is a little bit higher than mine.
I understand. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Randy Stout.
Thank you for having me on. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
We're just a couple of good old boys.
All right, go Dogs.
Go Dogs. There you go. Thank you, sir. Randy Stout from Hampton. Bulldogs, state championship team, or state tournament team, got to the championship. We are live here again at Poor Chav's Deli. If you haven't made lunch plans, this is the place to come to. We got a big auction coming up Saturday morning, and we're going to be there emceeing it, and we got the auctioneer here. Oh, yes. He's got some stuff he's going to show us and tell us that you can bid on. Come by and bid on Saturday morning. Get Taz Irwin's biscuits and gravy. Hear this gentleman do the auctioneering, if you will, and we're going to have a big time Saturday morning in the Commons at Elizabethton High School, and he's going to tell us all about that right after we hear this from the Jeweler's Bench. We are inside of, what is this today? Groundhog Day. We are 12 days from Valentine's Day. So what does that mean? That means this is a good time for you to take a look at what Sherry Holtzclaw has right across the street of the Jeweler's Bench for Valentine's Day on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with one of our great sponsors, again, Sherry Holtzclaw with the Jeweler's Bench. Valentine's Day. Here we go. I'm going to be your Vanna show and tell.
Yep.
We'll start with this
Here's
one
my
first.
Vanna.
Yep. And tell me about this, would you please?
So this is a yellow gold paper clip bracelet with diamonds.
Right.
It's $11.99.
Yep.
$1,199.
Yep. Got it in stock, ready to go. Sell a bunch of these, very popular. Here's the disclaimer every time we do this. Don't let this camera on the computer sway you about looking at this, because this thing's got a lot of bling to it. The camera just won't pick it up, I can promise you.
Prettier in person.
Oh,
always.
absolutely. Thank you. That's a good way to say it. Prettier in person.
Prettier in person.
At the Jeweler's Bench, all right? Number
Okay.
two.
So these are sterling silver. They're half carat
Whoa.
with diamonds,
Okay.
and those go for $299.
$299. Any lady looks smoking hot with those in her ears,
Oh yeah,
right?
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the shape of them.
I do, too.
They're not your typical
No.
diamond hoops.
Nope, they are not. I like them. $299. You know, I lose money every time you do this show. I end up buying stuff for people. So, but maybe not this year. Let's see what we got. So,
And then this is a sterling silver
whoa,
heart pendant
love that too.
with CZs, and it's $149.
Yeah, and again,
Comes
it has
with the chain.
if you look at it right here, the lighting has a lot of bling to it. And there, not so much because the light's not there. We had a light back here bouncing off of it, which we will when we come to the shop in a couple of weeks. So there you go. That goes for how much?
$149.
$149.99. Love it. Okay, and I like these. These look really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
are pretty.
those are pretty. All right. What else do we have?
Okay, so we have this double heart sterling silver necklace with
Okay.
diamonds
Okay. Double heart. Oh, look at this. They're intertwined. Look at
Yep.
that.
with
I love
paper
it.
clip chain, $249.
$249 with a paperclip chain to go with it. $249. Any lady would love to have that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
From their significant other.
Yep.
So $249.
Heart can represent her and then her significant other.
There you go. It's a his and hers kind of thing going on, or a hers and hims.
Yeah,
Either way. $249.
$249.
$249. All right. Good. Let's do one more here.
So
then we'll-
always a good gift. These are
Pearls.
cultured pearls,
Yep.
$269.
$269 for the cultured pearls. There you go. Very nice. Available at the Jeweler's Bench. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram, and
All right.
then website is jewelersbench10.com.
Where are you physically located?
104 Broad Street, right across the street from Port Traps.
Yep. And the hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Yep. One of our great sponsors, folks. Valentine's Day. Don't miss out, guys. Good time to get out and shop. And quantities are limited. At the Jeweler's Bench, one of our great sponsors of Tom Taylor Sports and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Mr. Blevins in the house. How you doing?
Hanging in there. About you?
I'm doing good. Doing great. Groundhog Day, they saw it. Didn't see a shadow. I think it's 6 more weeks of bad weather, but we not really had bad weather, have we?
No,
not really.
Too bad. We've been very fortunate here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once Christmas is over, I'm done with wintertime.
Amen, brother.
Spring to roll in here.
You preach it. You got it. So, hello, Dixie McDuffie. Thank you. Hello, RP, Ryan Presnell, watching the show. Go register for the Betsy Baseball Auction. We're going to talk about that. Hello, Carl Wilson. The boys out working today. I guess they are. Hanging sheetrock and doing what they do and do well. So, I guess they're out working today. I would assume so. It's indoor work. So, coming up Saturday, ready to go. We've got the Betsy Baseball Auction. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's for a great cause to generate money for the baseball team to travel and do everything they need to do to be successful this coming season, 2023. So you're involved as a live auctioneer. You got how many items?
We've got 15 live auction items, well over 210 online auction items. So we've got the community's really come out and support our baseball organization.
As they always do.
Yes, our community's fantastic for the youth and our sports. They just love them and just do a great job with it here.
Betsy, whatever we're doing in Elizabethton, folks roll up their sleeves and go, let's help them, and that's what we do. Whether it's mulch sale for the football team, the Betsy band, whatever's going on, folks say, what do we do to make them successful? And so here's a chance to help with the baseball team. Here's the cool part. When you come in, there's going to be a live auction. We're getting ready to talk about showcasing some of the things he's going to be auctioning off. You got the silent auction, but again, everybody wins.
Mm-hmm.
We get a good deal on these auction items. School or the baseball team gets the money, and bottom line, the kids benefit. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win for everybody. Plus, you get biscuits and gravy.
Taz Irwin's.
Taz Irwin's famous gravy is hard to beat.
World famous biscuits and gravy. Yeah, absolutely. So that's coming up. Hello, Linda Wagner. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. William Welch, thank you too. Watching the show. We're live again at Poor Trav's Deli here in Elizabethton. And, of course, you've got some of the items right here, right?
I do. I've got some few pictures of just some of the online items plus some of the in-person items.
Yeah.
I'll
be your Vanna.
Sounds great.
Here we go. This
is a lovely, great belt buckle. William Shawn handmade that. He's a fine fellow here in Elizabethton. He makes tremendous items, and that's just one of the things he's done here. That's online. Leah Ross, friend of mine over in Bristol.
Rhythm Roots.
Yes, Birthplace Country Music was nice enough to donate that. 2 weekend passes, and the prices go up. I think they went up on those today, so right now those are $140 a piece if you're trying to go buy them.
For the Rhythm Roots weekend?
For the weekend, yes.
In September?
In September, yes.
Yeah.
It's a great weekend. I've been going for years and years.
All right.
General Shell's fortunate enough to support us with that fire pit there. Lovely item. This one, the next item here, hate that they lost last night.
Yeah.
But
it won't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Tennessee, Alabama.
Tennessee, Alabama tickets. That's row 1. You know, you've got some seats in front of you, some of the other seats that they have sitting right there, but that's row 1. Great seats. I mean, you get online, this game's sold out. So if you get online, those seats are running $600 to $1,000 a piece if you try to buy seats in those sections. So you may get you a good deal on that item there.
Saturday morning, you need to be at the Elizabethton Commons, or Cafeteria Week Commons is what it's called now. So you'll start about what time?
The auction will start at 10. Breakfast starts at 9 o'clock.
There you go. We go to work at 8. 9 o'clock will be the breakfast with Taz's biscuits and gravy, and then you'll crank it up and get going at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. That there is just a homemade live edge table. It's really neat. If you've got a cabin type thing that you live in or rental property, those are really neat item there.
I'm going to let him sample some of his auctioneering here coming up in a minute, too, so let people know how good this guy is. This is, we're heading off thanks to Jen Treadway. 2-day, 3-day park-to-park tickets at Universal Studios down in Florida, and $200 towards the Universal Resort Hotel stay. And we're going to auction that off on Saturday. So there you go. If you're going to Florida, Universal Studios, what I say it was, 3-day park-to-park tickets. Wow, that's pretty cool, too.
Here's a neat item. This is online. Jeff Nave made this for baseball teams. You see the pendant there. That is a silver pendant that is just really neat. You can see the size of it there, but it's pure silver pendant there. It's really neat.
The glove's going too, isn't it?
No, the gloves just to show what
They're
kind of
just
show you
showing-
what size it is.
There you go. All right, so the pendant's what we're talking about here, so that's going to be one of the items being auctioned off on Saturday morning. All right. This
An
is
online item there. A bunch of collage of Evan Carter
Evan Carter.
signed baseball cards.
Yep. You better get one of these. I found out the other day he signed an endorsement contract with Marucci Bats and Adidas. Young man from here in Elizabethton, he'll be in the bigs here sooner than later. So we hope. We're pulling for him, of course. Here's another one, Taco 51.
Yeah, Brad Killian's nice enough to take care of us there. If you've not had Brad's tacos, you're missing out. He's does a great job there, Taco 51.
There you go. Hello to Amy Whitson. Hello to Jennifer Hamrick. Love that table. There you go. Amy, you need to be there to bid on that table. Take it home to the Whitsons. That's what you need to do. There you go. And Taco 51's another thing he's going to be auctioning off. Here's
So home, that's Shawn Lumber, I believe, donated that.
awesome.
Lovely rocking chair. That's a live auction item.
See there, folks. See how these businesses are lining up saying we want to help the baseball team. It's awesome.
And we've got a little bit of something for everybody. You know, these online items, I mean, you've got Botox here, $650 worth of Botox, and then $200 worth of another different type of Botox I have to look at and see. Dye Sport, it's another
Yep.
Botox type thing.
So folks would know about that, would want to come bid on this. You got to be there Saturday morning. Costs $7 to get in, and that'll get you a breakfast. Again, Taz's breakfast, and then we'll start the auction. You'll start it in no particular order, coming up at 10 o'clock, correct?
Correct. It's an online item here. There's a fella here local that makes baseballs out of antique baseball mitts, and that's just a really neat
Makes
thing there.
Baseballs
He
out
makes
of antique
baseballs out of
baseball
antique
mitts.
baseball mitts, and that one's a personalized Elizabethton baseball that he makes.
Wow.
Really, really
Get
cool.
up here a little closer and show you that. You pretty excited about football?
Yes. Excited about football, excited about baseball.
Yeah. Andrew and Jack Blevins. Andrew's both those young men contributed for us last year in football. We'll do the same in this year as well. And baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Look here, that's neat. That is cool. All right.
This is also a live item.
This is a
That's a
Uni?
gas
Uni
pizza oven.
gas pizza oven. There you go. An Uni pizza oven.
$600 if you go buy them.
$600 value? Mm-hmm. Wow. We're here live at Port Travis Deli. We're talking, of course, to Jason Blevins with Randall Birchfield Auctions, and so he'll be the auctioneer on Saturday morning to helping out the baseball team. The Uni pizza oven. All right.
Yep, like I said, we
got
just
more?
got numerous other items. Just a fly fishing trip with Dickie Lyons, famous Dickie Lyons here in Elizabeth, and he'll take you down on the river on a float trip. Trout fishing. Along with that goes a one-night stay at Meredith Family Cabins over here. That's an online item. Lots and lots of stuff. Like I said, there's a little something for everybody.
What'd you say? 15?
15 items live, yes.
Yeah.
And you can get online at Autria.com. I would recommend either going to the Betsy Baseball Facebook page. There's a link there. You can click on. It'll take you right to the auction page where there's a register button. Then there's a auction button where you can actually look at the items for sale. You can star the items that you're interested in and then adjust the screen to show you which items you want to save and bid on those items individually, so you don't have to look at 8 pages worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty good setup.
Yeah. And what's the magic way to do it again?
Register on Autria.com.
Yeah. Spell it for us.
AUCTRIA.
Yeah.
And you
Autria.com.
can bid right from your living room on the phone. You can pick up items on Sunday, I believe from 3 till 5. We do have buy it nows on most of the items that are online, so if you do the buy it now before the end of the breakfast, then you should be able to take that item with you.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to come back Sunday and pick it up.
Yep. Get it to go when you're there on Saturday.
Buy it where you're looking at it. All the items will be in there on Saturday morning to look at. So somebody decides to buy it now, they just click the button and
Away we
pay
go.
for it and take it home.
Take it, buy it, and take it. Be that simple to help out the baseball
Yes,
team.
sir.
This will help them with travel expenses, whatever they need. Food.
travel,
Yeah.
baseball bats, cleats, shirts,
And of course,
you name it. Every penny goes back to the baseball team.
that's it. 100% goes back to these kids. That's what it's all about. That's why everybody jumps on board this. The silent auction is over 200 baskets. So you've got that going on there. And, of course, those will be on the tables that morning. You come
Yes,
by
sir.
and bid on those, and then he'll start the live auction, his portion of it at 10 o'clock. So it's a win-win for everybody. So it's not just the 15 items. There's 15 items live and over 200 silent auction baskets of everything conceivable you could possibly think of. It's there. You take 200 different types of goodies and product categories and different things. There's too many to even begin to tell you about.
Yeah.
So over 200, but his will be about 15. Would you say right at 15?
Right at 15.
Yeah. So you want to give me a little sample of what you're going to do?
Well, I guess we can.
Yeah, let it rip a little bit here.
Out of bid now 75, now 75, now 80, now 80, roulette 80, roulette 80, roulette 80, now 85, 85, now 5, roulette 85, now 80, roulette 85, now 90, roulette 90, 90, roulette 90, roulette 90, roulette 90, now $100. How about that?
That's good. That's what you're going to hear
That's what you're going to hear.
Saturday morning. And when the last one going once, twice, was it going once, twice, sold? Is that
Once,
how you
twice, all in.
finish? Sold. Once, twice, all in. You got to learn the lingo. Once,
All
twice,
in,
all
all
in.
done.
Hmm?
All in and all done.
All in and all done. Sold.
You
Tom
bought it.
Taylor, you got it.
You bought it.
Yeah, it's the Uni.
That's right.
Gas-powered pizza oven.
Gas-powered pizza oven. You can fix fish, steaks, whatever you want in that thing.
Wow. It's pretty
Pretty
cool.
neat.
Yeah, it'll be really good. So, again, folks, you'll be there on Saturday morning. We'll be there as well. So please come by. We're going to be, we're not streaming it. We're going to just help out with some announcing stuff that Preston wants me to do, Coach P. And I said, absolutely, we can do that. So it generally brings in a big crowd.
It does, and the online auction doesn't finish until Saturday night around 8 o'clock. So you can come in, look at all the items, inspect them for yourself, and then leave. And if you want to keep bidding on them, you can bid on them up until 8 o'clock Saturday night, and then pick them up. I believe it's between 3 and 5 Sunday. But
Sunday,
we'll announce
yeah.
that later, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 to 5 Sunday.
So you can go around the tables and look at everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you bid at the tables too?
You can bid on your phone.
On the phone. So we're paperless now, right?
Paperless, yep, all on your phone.
Cool. All right. So the items will be there to look at, but you need to bid on your phone through, one more time, how do you do it? Octria?
Altria.com or the Altria app. You can download that app in the App Store and go register through the Betsy Baseball page.
There you go. Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, baseball team's going to be good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They've got a solid group of seniors and a very good group of freshmen coming up. So they're going to be good.
And the sophomores and juniors are good.
Sophomores and
so-
juniors are a good group. So
Yeah.
they've got a lot of depth and got to sort some things out, but they're going to be fine.
Pretty good coach.
He does all right. I tell you what, the coaches here in all sports care about their kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Their number one priority, Coach Presnell, all those guys, the kids are their number one priority, and that's what it's all about.
Well, for Presnell, he's not here so I can brag on him, but for Presnell, whether they go 0-20 or 20-0, he teaches these kids about life.
Right.
And these guys will graduate, and he wants them to be productive men, productive husbands, productive fathers, just be productive citizens. And, oh, by the way, if we win some baseball games, that's good too. But that's not to say he don't want to win, because he does. We want to get back down to state again and win the darn thing. But, again, his whole thing is developing men to be men.
Sooner or later, this sports stuff ends, and if you're not a good man, then you haven't learned much.
Well put. I mean, you nailed it. I
So
can't
they do-
top that
They
one.
do a good job down there.
They do, absolutely. So it's easy to support folks who care about your kids, and they do. All the sports, and baseball is certainly no exception. So we'll be there Saturday morning. What do you normally get when you come Port Travis?
Ham and cheese.
There you go.
Hard to beat.
Would you get one? Take it back with you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yep,
it.
very kind. Jason Blevins, folks. Good man. Like him. Appreciate his friendship. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live here again at Port Travis Deli. We'll take a look at some college basketball coming up next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. In Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10,
ready.
15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks to Jason stopping by. I appreciate it very much. We got some birthdays today, by the way. Let's see. Graham Nash from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young is 81 today. Howard Bellamy from the Bellamy Brothers at 77. And Christy Brinkley. Christy Brinkley's having a birthday today. Christy, old Billy Joel's old squeeze. Old buddy, old pal, I reckon. I don't know. I don't think she's still married to him. Christy Brinkley having a birthday today. She is 69. Again, Groundhog Day, he did not see his shadow, so it's 6 more weeks of bad weather, they were telling us, so there you go. All right, let's see what's going on in the world of sports. As we told you, Tennessee, you know by now. Tennessee went on the road and laid an egg last night. You had 20 points from Colin Castleton. Kyle Lawton had 14. Florida 13-0 run late in the second half to knock off number 2 Tennessee last night. Beat them by 13. Vols now 7-2. In the Southeastern Conference, 18-4 overall. The Gators improved to 13-9 and 6-3. And so Ziegler led the Vols with 15 points. So, and he was the bright spot last night, and otherwise not a great game for the Tennessee Volunteers. So, again, you start scratching your head going, okay, can these guys go to the next level come tournament time? They got a lot of basketball between now and then to kind of get it fixed and figured out. So, and one game certainly does not make a season, but it is disappointing, obviously, that the Vols get put to number 2 in the country and turn right around and lose. So, did that happen in football, too? They went up in the polls and turned and got beat by South Carolina right after they went up in the polls. Am I right on that? Trying to think it was. So, last night, East Tennessee State beat Wofford 77-52, beat them by 25 to break a school record 8-game home losing streak. Jordan King and Jalen Haynes, 22 points each. Bucks now 9-15 overall and 5-6 in the Southern Conference. But they get a big win last night, which they needed, and so that is a good thing. All right, it was signing day yesterday. We'll talk about that on the big scope here in a minute, but let's take a look at the local folks who signed to go where. We'll start in no particular order. Unaka, Kylie Blevins, softball at Milligan University. Providence Academy, baseball, Tyler Simpson goes to Piedmont University. Levi Hooven to Southwest Virginia Community College. Lucas Belcher goes to Milligan, and Caleb Cross goes to Catawba University in baseball. Tennessee High yesterday signing football Evan Bedwell, University of Pikeville. Austin DeGear goes to UVA Wise. Baseball standout Andrew Dingus and Braden Wilhoit both going to Milligan to play for the Buffaloes. They're going to have a good baseball team this year at Milligan. Girls soccer, Riley Miller, Lincoln Memorial. Kendall Cross, we'll see her tomorrow night on senior night for Cyclone basketball. Kendall Cross going to Monterey College. Also signing from Tennessee High, Marley Johns playing volleyball at Johnson University, and Lily Belcher, tennis girl, playing at King University. So congratulations to the ladies and guys from Tennessee High. From Crockett, we're getting ready to talk top of the hour here in just a few minutes to Cody Connell, the head basketball coach. Lady Pioneers sending Avery Hope softball to play for the Lady Bulldogs at Tennessee Wesleyan. Unicoi County, Lucas Schlegel, the big guy in the middle, playing football. Carson Newman, he'll sign Monday for that. Bradley Cannon, Elizabethton Cyclones, going to UVA Wise. Congratulations. We'll have a signing next week. We'll stream that for you. Dobbins Minute, see where they're going. DB, Hayden Russell, football player, going to Carson Newman. Jake Carson going to Center College. And Chris Harris from DB's football going to Wingate. In baseball, Tanner Kilgore going to Carson Newman. Boys soccer, Grayson Hammond going to play at Milligan. In volleyball, Riley Brandon signs with UVA Wise for DB. Rachel Phelan picked Milligan. Xander Default picked up a men's volleyball deal with Mount Vernon Nazarene University. So those are some of the kids that signed yesterday around the area. So congratulations to those. And that's the list we've got. If we get more the next couple of days, we'll pass it on to you, but that's all we've got for now. All right, college football. Third time in 6 years, Alabama wins the recruiting war. Gosh, 9 5-star players signed for Alabama. Good grief. 9. I've got the list here. Here we go. Alabama, Georgia. This is with the CBS Sports. So they have selected or earned Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio State, the top 5. Then comes LSU, Miami, Oregon, Tennessee, and Notre Dame. So Tennessee top 10 in the country in the recruiting. So hello, Tim Hobbs. How you doing, sir? Looking forward to calling your son's game tomorrow night. He's really coming on. Jackson Hobbs. Again, we apologize for the debacle Tuesday night there at Unicoi County. The Wi-Fi was terrible. Gosh, I'm still mad about that, but nothing I can do about it except to tell you we're not going to go back out there anymore to do games because that's the third year I've went. It's been the same thing every year. So anyway, Jackson had a good game the other night. He was our player of the game against Unicoi County. We're looking forward to seeing what he can do in the rest of the Cyclones tomorrow night. Upset-minded, we hope, against the 8th-ranked team in the state, Tennessee High, coming tomorrow night. Plays ought to be rocking. It's senior night. They ought to be hanging off the rafters. These kids deserve it, the girls and the guys. Our 4th-ranked Lady Cyclones will play tomorrow night. They've won 11 straight. This is the team they beat by 79-34. Is that right? But beat them by 45 points at Viking Hall. We had 13 threes on that night. So when the guys had them, for all intents and purposes, we had them beat. And we had a couple of boo-boos down the stretch and allowed them to take the lead and win the ball game. Should be a great one tomorrow night. So, Tim, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Mrs. Hobbs, and your 2 boys, Harrison and Jackson. Good kids. Glad they're in the system. So, Alabama, 5-star, 9 5-star players they signed. 4-star players, Alabama, 18 4-star players. Georgia, 5 5-stars and 17 4-stars. In comparison, Tennessee has 1 5-star, 12 4-star recruits, and 12 3-star recruits. So a pretty good crop of guys going to be playing football for Tennessee. But Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, and Ohio State are your top 5. And, of course, Oklahoma, isn't that where Venables went from Clemson? I think he did. They struggled last year, so for him to get a top 4 pick in the college football recruiting is a pretty good thing. So LSU, look how many teams in the South. That's what I like. Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Miami, and Tennessee. Half of the top 10 in recruiting were from the South. It's a Southern thing. So there you go. All right, baseball. Longtime broadcaster Chip Carey, grandson of the late Harry Carey, the St. Louis Cardinals, in the broadcast booth, will now become the play-by-play voice of the St. Louis Cardinals. That's pretty cool. Replacing Dan McLaughlin, the voice of the Atlanta Braves. is replacing Dan McLaughlin, who left the Cardinals booth in December after 24 years behind the mic because his third arrest for drunken driving. So the Cardinals said we need to make a move, and so they're bringing in Chip Caray. So Chip will be there, and his dad, the late Skip Caray, of course, the Braves, and his grandfather, Harry Caray, is the third generation behind the broadcast microphone, which is really cool. So congratulations to Chip Caray, who's going to be the voice of the St. Louis Cardinals, which is a really, really big deal. Of course, you know how strong the Cardinal organization is, and it doesn't really matter. In fact, you get a chance to be on the Major League Baseball broadcast team or being the voice of a broadcast team on the Major League Baseball level, pretty cool. So there you go. All right, top 25 college basketball last night. Then we'll get to Cody Cannell from Crockett. Purdue wins last night to win by 20 over Penn State. Top-ranked team in the country, no problem last night. 16th-ranked Xavier beating 17th-ranked Providence by 2 in overtime. Auburn, a 21-point win over Georgia. Auburn 25th in the country. They win it last night by 21. As you know, Florida by 13 over the Tennessee Volunteers in Gainesville. Then 14th-ranked Marquette, a 4-point win over Villanova last night in men's top 25 play. Then you look at tonight's games. You have number 9 UCLA hosting Washington. Number 3 Houston. The Cougars go to Wichita State. Number 5 Arizona hosting Oregon. 12th-ranked Gonzaga. The Bulldogs hosting Santa Clara tonight. 9th-ranked UCLA hosting Washington. 19th-ranked Florida Atlantic traveling to Alabama Birmingham. And 18th-ranked St. Mary's home to San Francisco. That is your top 25 college basketball for this Tuesday, February the 2nd, Groundhog Day 2023. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're live again at Poor Trav's Deli. Again, this is the place to come. Get you a sandwich. Always like coming over here and doing the show from Poor Trav's. I love, we'll have Richard on coming up here in just a few minutes. They're busy, and I love it, love it, love it. So they stay busy, and we like that. So with that, let's jump in here and let him talk some more. We'll come right back and go back. When did we have him on last time? I recorded this a year ago. Wow. Here's Richard Oakes from a year ago, Poor Trav's Deli, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Cody Cannell, Crockett basketball coach, next, talking high school hoops and the Crockett Pioneers on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Richard Oakes, again, one of our great sponsors. So let's talk about the menu. Again, everything, there's a few over $5, but everything under $5 you can't beat it. Tell us about it.
That's right. So we got a ham and cheese is, of course, our most popular and most affordable, actually. It's just such a good value. It's such a good sandwich. It's filling. It's tasty. So, we can always make that for you. Turkey's good. I like to put smoked cheddar on the turkey, jazz that flavor up a little bit. So we can do that. We'll try to keep the price as low as possible for people, though, So I don't think we're cutting the bank too much. So.
New year, a lot of folks with resolutions to lose weight. You have salads. You got a house salad and a chef salad. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we'll put you a fistful of lettuce in a bowl, and whatever kind of meat you like. I recommend ham because it's just so good. It makes such a good salad. We also do turkey and roast beef, and we can do corned beef or something if somebody wants to get a little crazy with it. And we'll put you some cheese on there and some lettuce. Lettuce is in the salad. We got tomatoes, croutons, spicy onions if you prefer. We have bacon bits in house if you want to put some bacon on there. We've got a selection of dressing for you. We got ranch, Italian, honey mustard, and Thousand Island. So we can get you some options for dressing, make you a good chef salad.
Phone number is 543-6128 is the number to call here at Poor Trav's Deli here on Elk Avenue in Elizabethton. So the cold subs. Poor boy sub, a foot-long sandwich for $5.35. You couldn't make it for that.
Oh, it's huge too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, if you went out and bought the ingredients, there's no way you can make it for $5.35. The little poor boy sub, which is a 6-inch sub, for $4.15. And then you guys sell a ton of chicken salad. Tell me about that.
Chicken salad's been real popular here lately. Our chicken salad's base is cream cheese instead of mayonnaise. And, of course, it's got chicken, pineapple, and grape in it. And I'll tell you what, man, you put some spicy onions with that chicken salad. It's really good. It seems counterintuitive, but I'm telling you, it's really good.
There you go.
We like it a lot.
I want people to see, kind of lean back a little bit. Look at that. I don't know if they can see it. Let's go down here. Tom Taylor Sports Show sweatshirt. I love it. You got his ball cap going on there. So we're getting ready to merchandise some more of the show, and that's good. So
this thing's comfy too and warm.
Is it comfy?
Kept me warm all winter. Yeah.
Got that got that beard going. I like it. So social media hours are open to social media here at Poor Trav's.
We're open from 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday. You can check us out on Facebook. Leave us message, comments. Recommendations. We'll take your feedback.
Yeah, they got voted again the #1 deli based on the readers of the Reader's Choice Elizabeth and Star again. No surprise there. They do a wonderful job. Again, my buddy Richard Oakes and the rest of the staff here at Port Travis Deli.
Your boys been doing real good around here.
Yeah. Have they?
Yeah, they're real friendly. People like them.
Yeah.
People give them good compliments.
Love it.
That's what we love about this place, honestly, man. Working here is great because people appreciate it. They really do.
Yeah.
I always try to say that whenever people ask, but they really do appreciate us. It's good. Thank you all.
543-6128. One of our great sponsors right here, Richard Oakes and the gang at Port Travis Deli. Proud sponsor Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live again. We're here again at Port Travis Deli. Oh yes, can't go wrong with that. So you can get yourself ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, the Mad Italian, a ham and turkey combined, meatball sub. Again, no sandwich over $5.75, so it's not like you break the bank, come in and eat. And they don't scrimp. Been here for many, many, many years, and so Port Travis Deli just saw Richard doing the commercial, and so we appreciate him. He'll join us here in just a minute again. Let's go to the ponies there. Coach Connell's with us again from Crockett High School. Good. We're officially after 12 o'clock. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. And your kids, we talked way back early on about they're going to have to grow up this season. Well, sir, it looks like they are. They're 4-2 and 12-13, and they're right there at the top of right in behind DB in the leaderboard. So you got to be tickled to death what your kids have done so far with the young basketball team.
Man, these guys, they've came a long way. I mean, they really have. They're doing things the right way. They're great kids. They work hard every day. We've had some challenges. I mean, we've played some really good non-conference games, which I told them in the beginning, hey, we're going to take our lumps early, but this is going to help us come conference play and tournament time. And I think it really has. I mean, we've beat some really good teams, especially in the conference, and we've had some really big ball games.
I've seen West Ridge because they played Elizabeth, and so I can tell you firsthand, Dawson Arnold and Wade Witcher and Harris, and I mean they got a very nice basketball team. You beat them by 10 the other night. That's got to be very pleasing because they're big and they're physical and they can play. So that had to be a big win for your ball club.
Oh, that was huge. I mean, that was one of those games we got in foul trouble early. We tried to put 3 different guys on Dawson Arnold, and all 3 of them got 2 fouls like in a matter of 10 seconds. It felt like. So we ended up going to our JV post player, and we were down 1 at that point, right before probably about 5 minutes to go in the half, and we put him in, and we went up 10. I mean, he really locked in, played a phenomenal ball game, and then started the second half. We came out and really played really well. And it was one of those games to where all we had to do is win 1 out the next 3 to lock in second place. And I thought our guys really battled to where the pressure's relieved. You know, we want to win every game from here on, but we're locked in at second no matter what the outcome is the next 2 ball games. So that was huge for our guys to battle up and really do what they're supposed to do.
Indeed, they have been, and so you're 4-2 and 12-13. Again, the conference looks like this: DB 6-0, Crockett 4-2, West Ridge 3-4, Daniel Boone 2-5, and Scienceville an uncharacteristic 1-5 and 4-20. Now you've played them, and you can say we played them. I've seen them once, and I can tell you, as a broadcaster, been around the game for a long time, Scienceville's better than 4-20. They've had some tough luck, but they've got some kids working very, very hard, and it's very uncharacteristic for Scienceville to be 4-20, but it's not for lack of effort from those kids, is there?
Man, I hear a lot of people, and I've been on the Scienceville side. I've coached at Boone. Now I'm at Crockett. So I know a lot of people in the community. I see a lot of them, and they all send me texts or whatever. And before the Scienceville game the other night, they were texting me, Coach, you have an easy win tonight. They're trash or this and that. And every one of them I send back is, no, this is a really good Scienceville team.
Yeah.
The record isn't what it should be a lot better. They just had some really bad luck at the end of the ball game. Because they're one of those teams, I bet and I haven't really looked at it, but I bet if you went back and looked, out of their 24 ball games, I bet 10 or 11 of those losses out of the 20 have been 10 or less points, or 5 or less, I would bet. And, I mean, they're one of the better defensive teams in the conference. I mean, they can guard. And what Coach is doing with those guys, I mean, to have those guys still motivated with 20 losses, that's impressive to me. You know, like if a lot of teams would have just rolled over and quit, and they wouldn't even care. But for a team that's 4-20 and they still go out there every day and fight and try to win every ball game, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And those they got great guys. I mean, those guys were there at Liberty Bell when I was coaching at Liberty Bell. They were a little younger, but I was watching them grow up. They were in 6th grade when I was coaching the 8th grade team. So I know a lot of these guys, and man, they've came a long way, and they're a great group of guys. They're not someone you want to see in that 4 or 5 ball game come tournament time. I can promise you that. They could surprise some people. They really could. I mean, they're a great team. Especially, I mean, we were down 14 with 3 minutes to go against them the other night, and ended up coming back and winning in overtime. But I mean, it's a dogfight every time you step on the floor with them.
We are live again. We're at Port Chaps Deli here in Elizabeth, and so you're exactly right on everything you said. So it's going to be an interesting tournament to say the least. So you've watched your kids grow up in front of you. You're talking about your basketball team, and so who are the kids that throw out some names of some of your kids that you've watched them mature since the beginning of the season?
I mean, Reagan Cash he's about a 6'5" post player down low. He's a sophomore. He's been really consistent all year. I mean, he's been killing on the boards. I mean, I think he's averaging 10 points, 10 rebounds. Really doing phenomenal things down there for us. I mean, just he makes you change your shot around the rim when someone attacks the rim. He can just jump out of the gym. He's very athletic. He's going to be a special player. Colin Beeson's averaging about 14 points, 15 points, 9 rebounds. He's played really well. Another one is Jacob Arnold. He's my sophomore point guard. He just got hurt, torn labrum, so he's out for the year, unfortunately. But with that being the case, Brody McGuire, a freshman, has really stepped in the last 4 or 5 ball games and taken, when Arnold got hurt, has really taken the reins and he's done phenomenal things. He's been great all year, but the growth that he had from the beginning to now is incredible. And another one is Bradley Gooch. He's another sophomore, about 6'3". I mean, he's had, I think against Science Hill, he had 28 points. Last or 2 nights ago against Westridge, he had 24 points, 11 rebounds. Bradley and Brody are 2 guys that didn't even see the floor this summer for varsity. I mean, and now they're both starting varsity, and they're both freshmen and sophomores. I mean, those 2 are they're incredible. We got Jake Fox coming off the bench right now. It's really he's one of those you can put in, and he does everything. He can guard the 1, he can guard the 5, he crashes the boards, he gets every rebound. He does all the dirty work. He's one of those players that all my mentors and people that come and watch the games and they don't have any kids involved, man. They go, that kid right there is my favorite player. He's one of those kind of guys. Just a likable kid. He dives on the floor, just does the little things. Drake Singledecker, man, he's came a long way. He's our defensive guy, and he's one of those that he will lock up anybody. He's had a phenomenal season. He got hurt the first time we played Westridge, so he kind of sat out for 3 or 4 ball games. So he's finally getting back in the groove. So when we get healthy, we're going to be we're on the up. We're on the up, and which is a coach. You always preach you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of January, 1st of February, and I think we're finally doing that.
You got yourself a barn burner tomorrow night at Freedom Hall, the old backyard slobber knocker, Crockett and Daniel Boone. Preview that one for me, would you please?
Man, that one's gonna be a fun game. I'm excited about that one. We played them back at Crockett about 2 weeks ago, and it was standing room only. I mean, it was people parked down at the road. I mean, it was an incredible environment. I've been there 4 years now, and we've not had a game ever that crowded and that packed. I mean, the environment was incredible. I'm hoping we can have the same thing. I know Freedom Hall obviously is 3 times the size Crockett is, and I know it won't be as packed, but I'm hoping we can get enough people in there close enough to the court to where we can have that environment. I mean, Boone's a great team. They're another team that can literally beat anybody. I mean, that's one of those things in this conference is Westridge, us, Boone, Science Hill, all of us can beat anybody. So there's no easy games when it comes to conference play. Just luckily, I know it matters, but like at this point, it's kind of like, hey, the pressure's relieved. Like there's no pressure. We're sitting in second place and nothing can change. So I'm hoping that can kind of help our guys tomorrow night go in there and not really be nervous. I know you're going to be in a different venue, but it's one of those that there's no pressure. You know, like we're moving on no matter what. Let's go out there and have a little fun, and just try to slow Jamar down a little bit and keep Long from hitting all the threes that he hits every ball game. I'm proud of our guys, and they've really come a long way.
So after tomorrow night, Daniel Boone, who you got left in the conference before the tournament starts?
So we got Dobbins Bennett on Tuesday at home.
At home. So it'll be, if things stay as it looks like in the standings, it could be will be 1 and 2. It'll be 1 and 2 again Tuesday night in Jonesboro. So you got 2 back-to-backers. Now the tournament will be, I think it's going to be a DB at the Tribe Athletic Complex. Is that right?
That is correct. Yep.
Yep. So last question, we're talking to Cody Cannell here, again, the basketball coach at Croc. Love having this guy on. So the last question, I think I did this last time too. Grade your team. Where are they right now heading into these last 2 games in the tournament? A, B, C, or D in your mind?
Man, I think an A. I mean, we really are, man. I'm telling you, like, this group they're so fun. I mean, me and my coaching staff, we've never talked this much about basketball. I mean, we call each other every day, multiple times throughout the day, man. I can't wait to practice. These guys, they stay after an hour every day and get shots up. They want to get better. And what I keep telling my coaches and my players, like, guys, the best thing about this is we got most of all of you guys except for 2 players coming back next year. And then we got most of you guys coming back for 2 years. I mean, so it's going to be a special group. This group is going to make a deep run, whether it's this year, next year, or the year after. This group's going to be a special group, and they're going to be one that we'll always remember for sure.
Well, next year we get to see you a couple times a year because you guys drop down into the Upper Lakes Conference next year. Crockett does, and so that's going to be you and Thomas Googe, the girls' coach. Going to be a lot of fun because you both will bring great programs to the league. So it'll be a lot of fun. That's next year, but this year you still got a lot of basketball left. Coach, thanks as always for talking. We'll get you back on next week and get you ready for the tournament. And so thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.
I appreciate it. Just call me anytime. Thank you.
You got it. Coach Cody Cannell, again, the head basketball coach of the Crockett Pioneers, currently sitting in second place in the tournament. Here's tonight, got a couple of games. Oak Hill at Johnson County, Cosby at Happy Valley up on Warriors Hill. Tomorrow night, you got Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett and Crockett and Daniel Boone. Do they get any more intense than those 2 tomorrow night? Maybe tomorrow night in Elizabeth, and the 8th-ranked team in the state coming to town, Tennessee High, so it'll be senior night at Elizabeth tomorrow night. Sullivan East to go to Volunteer, Johnson County West Green, South Green hosting Chucky Doak, the Hampton Bulldogs at University High, and Cloudland at Unaka. That's your schedule for tomorrow night for Friday night in high school basketball. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Port Travis Deli on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Where we live, winterized with Big John's Closeouts.
Well, as we talk about the winter months, there's always going to be those spells where, we have a little bit of a warming trend, then we turn right back around and we get cold again. So a lot of things you can do to sort of prepare for an extended period of time when you're going to have temperatures that are below freezing and things of that nature. And there's some very basic things that you can do, such as faucet covers, protecting that outside faucet, that's continually exposed to the weather. Pipes that run along the outside of your wall, you can wrap them with either fiberglass wrap-on pipe insulation, or we've got the foam pipe insulation that comes in 6-foot pieces in a number of different sizes. You can get half, 3/4 inch, and we can even order larger sizes for commercial type situations, but most people are looking at either the half or 3/4 or 1 inch foam pipe insulation. You talk about weather stripping and stuff around doors, drafts and things of that nature that put cold air into your heated area and just makes it a little more uncomfortable. So you can get weather stripping for your doors, windows. You can get window kits to go on the outside that you can sort of add another layer there to sort of help cut down some of the drafts and stuff of that nature. There's just a lot of different things you can do. We also talk about, looking at being prepared in case you do have a situation where you've lost power. And with snowfall and wet snow, which they're not sure what we're going to get yet, and we're not sure what we're going to get throughout the winter seasons. You can also have propane heaters, backup wall type heaters, fireplace gas log sets, even some of these for emergency in basements and other stuff, the top heaters that go on a little portable propane tank, either single burner or double burner. We've got those. So there's a lot of different ways you can look at being prepared.
Absolutely. And they have it all at Big John's Closeout where they hammer high prices. Talk about, you mentioned the propane, you have gas logs, and you also have, I used to call them the milk barn heaters.
Yep. Milk house.
Milk house.
Yeah,
heaters,
a lot of them have that. You know, we've got some of the milk house heaters, both the small ones and a little bit larger version of it. You know, we've got the oil-filled radiator-looking heaters, you know, that are more of a consistent type heater, and we've got some bigger box-type electric heaters and little miniature fireplace electric heaters that give you the look, you know, of a fire and stuff of that nature to sort of add a little bit of you know, ambiance, I guess you might say, to wherever you're trying to heat up and stuff of that nature. You know, and I realize it probably isn't enough time to look at it, but we stock a full line of Owens Corning fiberglass insulation. If you've noticed, seem like your heat bills are going up and up, and you get up in the attic or look under the crawl space or basement and notice that maybe you don't have enough insulation there to cut down the drafts and to keep the heat loss down, we've got a full line, both 15-inch wide, 23-inch wide, everything from R11 on up to R48.
Got it all available at Big John's Closeouts. They hammer high prices. Hours are open.
Well, we're here from 7:30 to 6, Monday through Friday. And on Saturday, we're here 8 to 4, except for closing a little bit for holidays, which we will be closed Christmas Eve. You know, that Saturday to give our staff and folks a little bit of a break. But we're normally there 8 to 4 on Saturday, and we're closed on Sunday, you know, so our families can get out and worship and spend time together and you know, just have a little bit of time to relax.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you can go to BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email questions to experts with an S at BigJohns with an S, closeouts with an S.com, or you can send things to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions you've got at Mike at MIKE at BigJohnsCloseouts.com. And then you can also check us out on Facebook. We occasionally put specials and promotions on there.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Love having them on. They hammer high prices. Mike Barnett and the folks at Big John's Closeouts.
The best furniture event in Cannon's history is going on now. We have made special deals with factories and received a ton of inventory at great prices, and now we're passing them on to you. Save up to 70% off great quality name brand furniture and get it today. Hurry now through Monday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Boom, there he is. There's my man right here in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I ever hear anybody say anything bad about you, they're going to come through me. I'm just telling you. I think the world of you.
I think the world of you, Tom.
I just think the world of him. So this man has been a friend of mine for, I've been coming down here how many years?
Probably about two or 3 years now.
3 years? Going on 3 years, I guess now. So think the world of him. So if anybody has aught with this man, you'll have to go through me because I think the world of him. And I mean that. He's a good man.
His gun's big, too. I can see it right here on his hip.
Yeah. I don't know if they're big, but you'll know I've been there, I can promise you.
Six-shooter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I appreciate him very much. Appreciate Trey. Who's my man over there, too? Who's your third?
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yep, got Jimmy and Trey with us today.
Yeah, here you go. Here's the phone number, 543-6128. Porch Ave Deli, what have you been selling today? Ham?
Oh, yeah.
Ham and cheese?
Every day.
That's what's going out the
You
door?
know it.
Yeah. So here I'm going to run these down for you. These all come with cheese, so there's no sense saying cheese 22 times, but here we go. And here's the cool thing, too. None of these sandwiches I'm about to tell you about, even if you load them up, are over $6. So it's not like, gosh, these are $24 sandwiches. No, not at all. Ham and I just said it. Ham and cheese, turkey, mad Italian, corned beef, Reuben, pastrami, steak, roast beef, all those come with cheese. You just have a regular cheese sandwich, a BLT, a pepperoni and cheese, and a meatball sub. Any and all those, again, here at Porch Ave Deli. Again, that number is 543-6128. Guess I better hit this button here because I want to talk about these cold subs a little bit. Here we go. We're talking to our buddy Richard Oakes, again, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Tell us about the cold subs here at Porch Ave Deli, would you please?
Yeah, we have a long Grecian bread. It's 12 inches long. It's got sesame seeds on it. It's special bread. We only do it for the cold cut sandwich. And we put a layer of bologna, hard salami, ham, cheese, and then another layer of bologna. And we dress it with mayonnaise, mustard, lettuce, tomato, and spicy marinated onions, of course. You got to have those.
12-inch sub, $605. A 6-inch sub, $485. I mean, you can't go down to Food City and buy the meat and put it all together and get it for that kind of price, can
They
you?
will take care of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those are the subs. Now, every Cyclone ball game, we pick a Port Travis Deli player of the game. Every game. Sometimes it's gotten to the point where I got to pick 2 or 3 because there's been so many kids playing so many good games and playing so many good game, and so they're feeding these kids. They come and get a free sandwich,
Yep.
and they're loving it, aren't
Yeah,
they?
we've had lots of kids come down here recently. See a lot of new faces and pick up some extra business as well. Parents that haven't tried sandwiches or eating them with their kids, and it's beneficial for the kids for sure, hopefully, but it's been beneficial for us as well.
Yeah.
It's good.
So remember out there on the other side, if you're in Cyclone country, remember those. They're scratching your kids' back. Be sure and scratch their back to support this business.
Yeah.
543-6128 is the number to call, again, at Port Travis Deli. And so we appreciate them very much. And again, your hours are open?
Yeah, we're open 9 to 9, Monday through Saturday. So get a sandwich in the morning, evening,
Yep.
whenever you like.
Anytime's a good
Whenever
time.
you got that stomach itch, need scratching.
Closed on Sunday for the Lord's Day,
That's
right?
right. Take a
You got
break.
it.
Everybody
Take
needs a
break.
rest.
That's it. We're supposed to rest on the 7th day. So again, love coming down here, love promoting it. So again, they always pick a player of the game from Port Travis Deli, and they love doing it. And so remember that. Remember the businesses that support your young people here in Elizabethton. Here's one of them, the good folks here at Port Travis Deli.
Amen.
So we got salads. Tell me about this. By the way, there's a little lady from this one, totally blank. Eastside Elementary coming to get their lunch there. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right, house salad, chef salad. Tell me about those, would you please?
House salad is just a fistful of lettuce with cheese, tomatoes, croutons, spicy onions. We've got banana peppers and jalapenos if you want to add something like that to it. And then the chef salad is the same with a fistful of meat in it: ham, turkey, or roast beef, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Italian, honey mustard, and Thousand Island.
Which sells the most, the house or the chef?
Chef salad.
Chef salad?
Yeah, with ham in it. Our chef salad with ham is really good. The way it's all crumbly and everything, it mixes real nice. It's good.
Other things they've got here at Port Travis Deli, folks, got pickles, pickled eggs, and cups of onions. I still haven't braved that cup of onions yet.
You afraid to try the onions?
Well,
Yeah, if anybody sees Tom and you like our spicy onions, be sure and tell him to give them a shot one day.
if you see me after I leave here drinking a gallon of milk out in my car, you'll go, gosh, Tom had a cup of onions trying to kill that burn.
No, they're not too. They're a little spicy. They got just a kick, really. But they're a local favorite. That's one of the. Some people say that's what makes the sandwich. They say it's that good. That's what they really enjoy. That taste.
All right, you're getting busy. So
Yeah, we're getting cranking up in here.
I'm going to give you a couple of throw out and let you describe it and get back to work.
Sure.
Corned beef and cheese. Tell me about that one, would you please?
Shaved corned beef. We'll put it on white or dark roll. I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Swiss cheese. We also make Reubens out of the corned beef, which has sauerkraut on it with spicy mustard and spicy onions. We also keep Thousand Island in-house for that as well, if you prefer the Reuben traditional style.
We haven't talked much about the pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah, we got marinara in the house now, so we can make pizza subs. Pepperoni and cheese sandwich is 5 pieces of pepperoni, 2 layers of provolone cheese and sauce. We'll shake some Parmesan on it for you if you like it like that. Italian seasoning. It's very tasty.
Being a good Italian boy.
Yeah.
Italiano.
And meatball sub.
Oh, I'm Italian. I love meatball.
That's one of Tom's favorites.
baby.
I make it for him all the time. It's marinara sauce, meatballs, provolone cheese, same, Parmesan, Italian seasoning.
Yeah.
People get creative with that and put toppings on as well, lettuce and tomato sometimes.
If you're a pepper person, get jalapeno peppers, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They've got those. All that again.
Banana peppers are really good on our pizza and meatball sandwiches. People order that a lot on.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
All right.
You can also add bacon and stuff to it. If you say you want if you like say a meat lover style pizza, we can put ham, pepperoni, bacon. We can put a couple different kinds of meats on there as well. So you can get creative with us. Come see us.
Call it in, folks. Port Travis Deli, 543-6128. They're stacked out the door. You got to go. I know that.
All right, brother. Yep,
Love you,
back to
man.
work. Thank you, folks. We appreciate y'all.
Jackson recommends the Mad Italian. Jackson Hobbs, our player of the game the other night. He likes the Mad Italian.
Yep.
So there you go. But what's really cool is parents are coming in here and other people coming in, and when they come in with their buddies, they're buying the sandwiches. So there's a lot of these kids never been here before.
For us to be in town, there's a lot of people that they'll drive by and say, I'll drive by all the time. And today was the day I decided, don't be afraid. Come on down and see us.
That's it.
We'll make you something good.
That's it. That's the whole point. exposing people and making awareness to this great little restaurant right here that was
man.
named again Elizabeth and Star's favorite deli.
Yep.
The Reader's Choice.
Yep.
And there's
Appreciate that too.
there's no doubt in my mind. I understand perfectly why you get that award, because it's awesome. So, all right, they're probably looking for you back there, Trey and Jimmy. They're going, "Where's my daddy? Where's Daddy at? We need help." So,
Appreciate you guys.
yeah,
Can't
thank
thank
you.
you enough.
love you, man.
Love you too, Tom.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah.
you.
Oh, I love promoting these guys. They're awesome. Quick break. We'll be right back. How about this? Cold weather's coming tomorrow night. When I get home after the game tomorrow night, I'll be able to hit that heat pump. I got a brand new heat pump this summer from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They are spot on.
Primo,
They're
Superman.
awesome. You know them, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Michael Vance
Know 'em well.
and Jennifer Vance. They are awesome. So, and here they are to tell you all about it on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
This is Andrew McKeon, President of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business, locally owned and managed to support our first priority, Carter County and the people who live here. Visit any of our branches or go online to cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Well, in our office, we understand that there are a lot of patients out there that have dental phobias. And here we try to provide a warm, caring environment for our patients where the patients get the highest level dental care possible, at the same time receiving it in a warm environment where they feel comfortable receiving that care.
Things you offer.
We offer dentistry for the whole family, from the little ones all the way up to grandparents. We provide cleanings, we provide fillings, crowns, bridges, cosmetic dentistry, we restore implants. We try to provide excellent dental care for the whole family.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, look who stopped by. I asked him to because I think the world of him, too. Here's one. Hello, Ryan Presnell. Hello to Teresa Tig. Onions and pickled eggs, Tom. Not a chance, Coach. Not a chance, Coach Presnell. He always wants me to take the onions and the pickled eggs. I can't do it.
No.
You neither?
No.
No. I told him.
He's got a tougher stomach than I've got.
See, if we get these onions, Andrew and I'll be out in my car, and he'd have a gallon of milk, and I have a gallon of milk, drink, trying to kill the burn.
That's exactly right. No, thank you, man.
See, Presnell, leave us alone. We like. Now, what do you get when you come down here?
Mad Italian, typically.
Mad Italian, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the hot ham and cheese either, though.
No, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff here again. Poor Trap. You know they're busy because the windows are steamed up.
That's right.
They're cranking it out today, and we love it. Hello, Reba Whitehead. Hello to Tim Hobbs again. Thank you. And again, Amy Whitson, thank you all for being with us. One of my favorite here, this is going to sound syrupy, and I'm going to brag on you, so don't get mad at me, but one of the cool that didn't sound right, but one of the cool things about this show, about this job, and which it is a job, is I get to meet rock solid people, and this man's one of them. From the first time I met him, I thought, this guy's a keeper, and, you know, everybody I've asked about Andrew McKenzie, this guy's rock solid, so and it goes beyond the bank, goes beyond my show. He's just a good guy, good family man, good hub, good daddy, so that's one of the cool things about this show. I get to meet Richard Oakes, I get to work with him, and I can run down the list, and so it's a cool thing. He believes in this community, believes in the place, course, where he works, so it's all good, and I just want to publicly say thank you. You didn't know I was going to do that, but I just felt like you need to know that how much I appreciate your friendship.
Well, I appreciate that. Just let me know who I need to pass out $20 bills to, whoever's been talking to you.
John Minton. Write a check to John Minton.
John Minton.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. No,
I'll see him tomorrow night at senior night.
That's it. He'll be there tomorrow night. I guess he'll be with me. Courtside calling the ball game, I assume, although he'll probably have some senior night duties as the principal.
I would imagine.
So I may not have him tomorrow night. But anyway, we'll be there. Senior night. Again, our girls are 4th in the state. They've won 11 straight. They're 21-4. Our guys are better than the record indicates. They're struggling. They work hard. This need a break here and there. They've lost 5 in a row, but, you know, you can't give up on them because coming up, say, starting the 17th, and you know this, you played sports, you coached sports. Come tournament time, everybody goes goose eggs.
That's exactly right. And, you know, I've watched a lot of the games where, you know, my daughters cheered before them and we hang around and watch the others. And, you know, it's just typically they get within, you know, 2 or 3 possessions and then they have a couple empty possessions where, you know, it's just a ball that gets tipped off of a finger or whatever. So they're very close. And it's just usually just, you know, a couple empty possessions at the wrong time.
Yeah.
You know.
Tomorrow night could be a signature game for Elizabethton boys basketball. They got the 8th-ranked team in the state coming to town. Be a great time to pull off the upset. The folks down in game tomorrow night, maybe the Cyclones can knock off the 8th-ranked team in the state.
Yeah,
tough to do, but
they gave them
doable.
a game over in Bristol. So
yes, they did.
They just, like I said, came up a few possessions short. So anything's possible.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, calling the ball games for the Cyclones, pick the sport. It could be T.A. Duggar basketball, could be volleyball, whatever the sport is that I'm in behind the microphone. I can tell you that the Elizabethton kids don't quit.
No. And, you know, like you said, sports in general, you never know what's going to happen. You know, I've been on some teams that were heavily favored and we lost, and I've been on some underdog teams where we pulled out the upset. So you just never know.
Never know. Exactly right.
They don't play the games on paper. They play them on fields.
Yep. Play them on the court, play them on the fields. All right. What was your take on the Bengals and the Chiefs? We'll go through those real quick. The AFC and NFC, Bengals and Chiefs. What was your take on that game?
I think it was everything you expected. You know, everybody expected a dogfight, one-possession game, and, you know, it's just who got the breaks or who made the break. And you know, Kansas City just made one more play, and, you know, felt bad for the poor fella for Cincinnati that, you know, he's being aggressive, and, you know, he was out of bounds. I mean, I don't think you can argue the hit was out of bounds. It was not egregious, but did he make contact out of bounds? Yes.
Oh, yeah, he did. He was guilty.
Yeah. So, but I think that kid's, you know, second year in the league, first year he's got to play, because I think he was injured last year, and he'll learn from it and grow from it as long as he takes the right lesson from it.
Yep. So. Came from Texas, second-year player out of Texas.
Yeah.
So they're heading on. The Chiefs are heading on to the Super Bowl again. I was reading last night. Clark Hunt and even Mahomes. I didn't realize Mahomes is a huge devout Christian. I didn't know that. And so is the owner, Clark Hunt, which pleases me to say the least. Then on the other side of the ledger, the Eagles and the 49ers, if nothing else out of that game, it should show everybody, including the 49ers, you got to have more than one quarterback. And these guys trade these guys off. We got this guy, and he's going to be okay. You saw that you're one hit away from getting knocked out of the game.
Well, in the 49ers case, I guess they needed 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because they went through their number 1, their number 2, had their third man starting, and then the fourth man had to come in. And I thought they were going to have to just run the Wildcat with McCaffrey for a while, but they might have been better off than sending out a one-arm quarterback because everybody knew he couldn't throw it. So it's unfortunate because, that kid had done exceptionally well. You always love a good underdog story and like to see them both be able to compete at full strength.
All the buzz is about Mahomes, but you look at Jalen Hurts, and this guy's a gamer. Look what he did with Alabama. Here he's got this team in the Super Bowl at, 20? I think he's 24 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So you hear all the publicity about Mahomes, which is, it's deserving. But Jalen Hurts is a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah,
too.
he does well, and you got to appreciate what he did in college. He was the man at Alabama.
Yep.
And he came, he was replaced, and Tua brought him back and to win the national championship. And Hurts was the first man on the field to congratulate him.
Mm-hmm.
Kept his mouth shut and moved on to Oklahoma and played well there. Didn't badmouth anybody on the way out the door. Didn't do anything other than put his head down, go to work, and go to Oklahoma and did great things. So I've got mad respect for him because he could have been very sour, and maybe he was sour, but he didn't go out and spread a lot of negative seed out there. So
no, he did not.
Yeah.
All right, let's give you the verse of the day. I forgot to do that earlier in the show. Let's do that real quick. The verse of the day would be Psalms 4:8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you, Lord, alone make me dwell in safety and confident trust. How about that? I can lay my head down tonight knowing he's going to take care of me. Psalms 4:8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you, Lord, alone make me dwell in safety and confident trust. That's the verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here again at Port Travis Deli. So it's early on, it's a week out, but at this point, would you go Eagles or go Chiefs?
Man, that's a tough call. I think top to bottom, Philadelphia might be a little bit stronger team, but you got Mahomes. That's just a difference maker right there. So I'm going to lean towards Kansas City in a very tight game, just for the Mahomes factor.
So this one ought to be a good one, theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically it should be.
Yeah.
Both of these teams are 5 weeks, and Mahomes, had a high ankle sprain. So are they both 100%? Are they both 80%? Is one healthier than the other? You'll never know.
No.
So it depends on a lot of things, but I'm leaning towards Mahomes being the X factor.
Yep. Now, game, I don't even know who I'd have to give the edge to because I have to go back. I guess you go to home night and study that and see who the kickers are for the Eagles and the Chiefs. But obviously the guy kicked a 45-yarder for the Chiefs to win it. So
Butker or whatever his name.
Yeah, Butker.
Yep.
So he's got a leg. So, but you can go back to. Look at our Greenville game a couple of years ago. It came down to the Holly field goal.
Yep.
And so it's big games. The special teams / kicking game always comes up big. And I don't even know who the Eagles kicker is. Do you?
I do not.
No.
I do
So
not.
I guess I need to study that, learn up on that. So you're taking the Chiefs in a tight one. Are you a fan of Chris Stapleton? He's going to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good national anthem. I think during halftime, and so
I understand.
I don't even know who's singing at halftime.
I'll probably be right there with you. So in the kitchen because the halftime entertainment was Rihanna.
Hopefully it turns out really nice.
Yeah, hope so. So it didn't turn out nice last night for Tennessee basketball. What went wrong? They went ice cold down.
But they can hit free throws. They were 11 for 12 from the free throw line. So we at least know they can hit them from that distance.
Yeah. So 29% from the floor. What was the 3.5?
It's like 5 for 23 or something crazy like that.
Lousy mercy.
Yeah.
So
So
you still feel like they're a Final Four team?
Do they have the talent to do it? Yes. Can they do it consistently?
They get hot, make a run, no question.
Or just stay consistent. I
You
don't
gotta
even
be
care if they get
consistent.
hot. If they'll just be consistent.
That's it. You got to be
and
consistent.
do what they're capable of, not lay a 29% shooting percentage out there.
Well put. Because I think this year, you look at how many teams have been at the number one in the country. Now it's Purdue.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see as balanced March Madness tournament with parity as you've ever seen.
Yeah, and what's the typical rules you look for? Can they play defense? Tennessee can. Do they have senior leadership in the guard position? Tennessee does.
Mm-hmm.
We've got everything you need. It's just, can we just avoid that stinker of a game?
Yeah. Put all the pieces together.
Yep.
They got a lot of basketball left. They've got Auburn twice. They got Auburn Saturday at home. They got Auburn home and away before the season's over. They got to go to Kentucky. They got Texas A&M out there. They got Vanderbilt, who's kind of up and down. You never know what you're going to get with them. At the tournament. So
I saw Coach Preston
live auction that on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock in the Elizabethton High School Commons. So, yep, pretty good seats. It'll be, you can see the sweat flying off of them and all that going up and down the floor. So it should be a great game. It's It is a Thursday teens, but then back up in the 60s by next week. So I'll take 60s in February.
Oh yeah, I'll take that all day, every day. Yeah.
I just hope it's not 30. Ever get cold on Friday night football? Nope. Softball and baseball in the spring? Absolutely.
Down in that hole at the Twins field.
Wind's blowing.
Let me know when it's warm.
So your contract states it's got to be 50 and above where you come in.
There you
I
go.
understand. I got it. I got your agents because you did help me auditioning down to the baseball field too. I think we're going to use the River Riders cameras this year for baseball. So what I'm being told, we're going to be able to do the home games. I think the River Riders had a center field camera and a home plate camera and maybe a camera up and down one of the two outfield lines. So, and somebody will be up there. Tournament's going to be their district and regional. So all the tournament games, guys and girls, will be Cyclone Network. So
yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be at home. That's good.
Yeah.
Nobody has to tell you audio only.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, they were being meaner, and then one old boy came up and said, did anybody tell you Wi-Fi is terrible out here? I said, nah, didn't think I knew that. Yeah, somebody should. But Cyclone Network will be ready to go at home. And thanks to Chris Bogart, by the way, Unicoi County Athletic Director, we tried every way in the world to get a good signal, just couldn't do it. So Brian Snitker gets re-signed with
a good manager. You win a World Series, that says something about you. I mean, obviously they had the talent as well, but I think he's just kind of a calming force, and I think that's a quality to keep that going forward.
You're heading to a meeting here momentarily, so I won't keep you much longer, but what do you think about the Braves this year? You feel good about them?
Yeah, I feel good about the Braves. We didn't do a whole lot in the offseason. Obviously, the Mets spent a lot of money. The Phillies obviously made the World Series last year, so it's not going to be an easy thing. But if we can get into the tournament, that's all you can ask for. Get into the tournament and see what you can do.
That's what you want. That's the whole name of the game. What's going on in Carter County Bank right now?
It's a little slower right now. I mean, obviously from a marketing event standpoint, but we've got all kinds of stuff going on as far as loans and deposits. We've had a really good January. Talked to a lot of people. Got a lot of things coming in the pipeline, trying to get closed out so we can get some projects going. We just announced this morning, or just had a conversation at a merchants meeting, because downtown merchants say we do really good through December, January, February, March. It gets a little slower. So we had a conversation. We're going to buy some gift cards in March and come up with some kind of a catchy name. And if you spend $50 downtown to bring your receipts by the bank, we'll enter you in a drawing for the gift cards. But it has to come from the downtown district. So
cool.
If you spend $50 downtown in the month of March, we'll put you in a drawing to win a gift card for $25 and get part of your money back.
Our show is called Believe in Betsy, Be Loyal, Buy Local, and we're all about that. And from all the merchants I'll talk to downtown, since Christmas, they had a really good Christmas downtown.
Yeah, they did. Everybody seemed really excited about what they were able to do during the Christmas season. But like I said, it gets a little slower. People are paying off Christmas bills right now, so they don't shop a whole lot in January. February, hopefully they got some Valentine's deals going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a website up that I couldn't tell you what it is, so don't ask me. There's a website that tells them everybody's specials that are going on in February,
Mm-hmm.
so leading up to Valentine's Day. So, yeah, if you got something you need to buy for Valentine's Day, check out one of those folks downtown.
He's not giving himself credit because a lot of the events that brought people downtown was sponsored by Carter County Bank. So the skating rink and the tree lighting and all the different things we had downtown, and still think that parade was one of the best parades I've ever been around. I thought that was a really cool parade.
It's always fun to be downtown when they're doing the Christmas parade.
Loved it. I know you got a meeting to get to. Thank you, sir, as always.
I appreciate the invite.
Yep. So here, you heard it publicly. He said, I'll do ball games. It's got to be above 50. Port Travis Deli in the press box.
Yeah, and I'll try to contain my excitement when we hit one in the gap. I forget I'm supposed to be impartial, right?
First time he did it, I'm sitting over there because he's talking like you and I, or like we're talking right now, and somebody gapped it, and he's going, go, and it scared the bewildered because you got fired up, and I said,
I like to see the kids do well.
Absolutely, I do too. So thank you as always, sir.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
Yep, appreciate his friendship. Quick break. We'll be right back from Physical Therapy Services. We'll talk about them. Come back to Port Travis Deli here on show number 1789 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking with Dr. Aaron Kaiser from Physical Therapy Services. Tell us what you're all about.
Well, we're physical therapy, and so what we do is we put people through rehab, whether it's surgical or non-surgical, and try to get them back as functionally possible as fast as we can so that they're functional.
Yep. Things you guys do, things that you offer, the ways you take care of people.
Okay, so we have a bunch of equipment that we get to use on people all the time. So we have an Alter G, which is an anti-gravity treadmill. We have a Biodex. We have new steps. We do a lot of manual. We do modalities. We really do it all. We treat knee replacements, shoulder replacements, rotator cuff. We do vertigo. We do carpal tunnel. We do neuropathy. We do it all.
Do it all,
Yeah.
and do it well.
Thank you.
2 locations.
Yes, 2 locations. One is 1975 West Elk Avenue. That is our main orthopedic clinic. That's where we do the athletes and the adults and that kind of thing. And then we have a pediatric clinic. It's in medical care, 1500 West Elk Avenue, and that's where we have PT and OT for kids.
They have a lot to offer, folks. So the best way to do is find out through social media what they do offer, and how do we find you?
So we have Facebooks they're separate from both of them, the ortho clinic and the pediatric clinic. And then, of course, you can always just call us or grab me on a sideline. You'll probably find me there most of the time.
There you go. Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Dillard Sports Show and Cyclone Sports at Physical Therapy Services.
Thank you.
Buddy Richard Oakes, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, Port Travis Deli, good time to come in here, 543-6128, and get it to go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, call us up. Hey, did you have a call in? And you grab it and go.
Get them cold, and of course, chicken salad, get it right out the door, and away you go, right?
Yep. Everything, cold cut subs are served cold, so you can bump the line that way too.
Yep. 543-6128. Tell me about your salads.
Salad, we take a tray and put a fistful of lettuce in it with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We put some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
5 racks of potato chips here, 10 cooler windows full of all kinds of soft drinks and Pepsi and Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, all you need. All you got to do is call in here. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. 543-6128. Pickled eggs. You got jalapenos, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They can load it up with bacon. They can load it up any way you want it. Any of the sandwiches. Extra goodies, folks. Make it go. 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on the show. We love coming here. Port Travis Deli, again, here in Elizabethton at 543-6128. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again at Port Travis Deli for a few more minutes. And let me tell you about some of the things going on we got to get you to be sure and bid on. And that would be the auction going on now with our buddy David Collins, one of our great sponsors on the show. And here it is. We got 2 things going on. The Tiny Nunley furniture sale going on, the auction, I should say. And then also, this will start next week, so we'll let that go. This one's going on right now. The estate of Tiny Nunley. You'll see there, and again, you go to collinsandcompany.info, and there we go. Lost my screen, but it's back. There we go. Online auction event going on right now through next Tuesday. And again, it's for the Tiny Nunley estate from Nunley's Furniture. You have coffee tables, bedroom sets, nightstands, over 500 things for you to bid on. I guarantee you'll find 3 to 4 auctions here on all this going on. So we would encourage you to, again, be a part of that. Again, go to collinsandcompany.info. collinsandcompany.info is where you want to go. And we would encourage you to do that. I was trying to see why it keeps kicking off. This is my point. It works perfectly for an hour and 50 minutes, and the last 10 minutes it starts going crazy. So I don't know why. It's been sitting there. It hasn't moved, but talking about the hot spot. But anyway, so anyway, check it out. collinsandcompany.info. Appreciate you very much by doing that. Big thanks again to our guest today, Jason Blevins, Randall Birchfield Auctions again. He's going to be the auctioneer on the baseball auction coming up Saturday morning at Elizabethton High School. Cost you $7 to get in. You get a chance to peruse and look at all those different items, over 200 items to take a look at. Also, the live auction at 10 o'clock. You have free breakfast, compliments of Taz Irwin and his world-famous biscuits and gravy. That'll be coming up again all on Saturday morning. Jason came by to promote that. Thank you, sir. Andrew McKeon, again, the president of Carter County Bank, stopped by. Thank you, sir. And also, and he's so cool, he just sits and talks sports. And he never knows what I'm going to ask him. We're just winging it the whole time, but he does a great job. Obviously, Richard Oakes from Port Travis Deli, and also Cody Connell, the basketball coach from Crockett High School. And we started off with Randy Stout, who happened to be in there picking up a sandwich, part of that state tournament team from the Hampton Bulldogs back in the 90s, Randy Stout. And so we appreciated him stopping by here, and he just happened to be picking up a sandwich. I said, you want to talk Hampton Bulldog basketball? He said, yeah, let's talk about it. So there you go. Tomorrow, we'll see what's going on tomorrow. I've got to be at a Food City. Don't know which one I'm going to be at. So I'm fairly certain I'll be in Jonesboro, but I got to double check that. We'll be somewhere tomorrow from 11 to 1. Tomorrow night it'll be senior night, a doubleheader. The Lady Cyclones, again, fourth in the state at 21-4. They won 11 in a row. They'll be ready to go tomorrow night against the Tennessee I Lady Vikings, the number 2 team in the league. That'll begin at 6:20, tip-off at 6:30, then we'll come right back with the guys. It's senior night tomorrow night, paying tribute to the seniors on basketball and the seniors on the girls' team, the guys' team, and the cheerleaders. 2 cheerleaders with Haley Stressman and Maylee Ingram, I think, off from memory, are the 2 cheerleaders will honor tomorrow night, and all the boys' senior players and the girls' senior players. So it's going to be a special night. And again, some pretty good basketball teams coming to town. The boys in particular at Tennessee High, currently ranked 8th in the state in 3A basketball. So all that coming up tomorrow night beginning at 6:20 right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. And we're looking very much forward to bringing that to you tomorrow night from John Treadway Gymnasium. So I think it's our final. We got a game Saturday night, too, against Unaka, the boys' game. Then after that, we're done to the tournament. So, it is here. Tournament time right around the corner. Then after that, we morph into baseball and softball. So it doesn't stop, and that's good. I think Sean told us football countdown is 197 days to football. So we just keep on keeping on, folks. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours here on Groundhog Day. Again, we say happy birthday to Christy Brinkley. She is 69. Graham Nash from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. He's 81. Tommy Smothers from the Smothers Brothers, way back in the day. He is 86. And also happy birthday today to Howard Bellamy from the Bellamy Brothers. He is 75 years old. One of those country singers. And, man, they had a good run, the Bellamy Brothers. Let Your Love Flow. And if I said you had a beautiful body, would it rub it against me or lay it against me? Whatever. If I said you had a beautiful body, I used to play that song all the time when I jogged country. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? That's what it is. So, Let Your Love Flow, that was their big signature songs. Anyway, Bellamy is having a birthday today. He's 75. All right, out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Let's wrap it up. Give me the verse of the day one more time. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly do that. We're going to sit down here and get us something good to eat. And so let's do that right now. And let's hit this and get one more time the verse of the day. It would be Psalms 4:8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you, Lord, alone make me dwell in safety and confident trust. You can hang your hat on him all day long. He says in Hebrews, I will never leave you nor forsake you, which means turn my back on you. Ain't going to happen. Thanks for watching the show. For Richard Oakes and Trey and Jimmy and the folks here, Port Travis Deli, this is Tom Taylor saying as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1789 on this Groundhog Day, Thursday, February the 2nd, the Tom Taylor Sports Show from Port Travis Deli in